Begin with roll call directors.
Vern Bowman,
Here.
Tom Oakenfuss.
Here.
And I am here. We have a quorum.
Okay. Approval of the agenda.
I make a motion, we, residents wrote up. We just do that.
I'll second.
A motion on the floor and a second by Sue. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it.
Okay.
Minutes of the last meeting. Did everybody get a chance to go over them?
Yep. Read them all the other day.
I seen one little thing that, on the back page of that last line, there's a lot of silt around the burn site.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. I was gonna question.
Well, no, the above there though. Norman,
What's that?
Commented that we need to get the brush cleaned out all the way up to the old levee. We're talking about Valley Spring.
That's Valley Spring.
Yeah.
And that should be, instead of the old levee, it should be the old creek channel.
Well, there's a dead levee there. It's the old Valley Spring levee.
Yeah, that is still partly there.
It's still there
Still
and we need to
levee.
clean to that,
Well, that's where the creek channel stops too, what they rechannel.
what they rechanneled.
Yeah, well, it's the same
But the
difference.
creek channel from there up is nice and clean, the channel itself, but got brush everywhere around it.
Yeah, big brush.
Yeah, and there's some big trees in there.
Yeah. Well, then I don't have no change then.
Something about the silt around the burn site.
Well, you were talking to drainage ditch coming up above the airstrip there, between there to the old slough, and then from the burn down
Out to
the
that field.
burn site
It's
where we
just-
put in.
It's a little high. It doesn't,
Yeah, that could be done anytime, and it has to be dry when we get in there, I think. We can get to that and it won't take much. And that's no big problem. It's not a
Yeah.
serious problem at this point. All right. I don't have anything different about
other than that,
minutes.
I'll approve the minutes as written.
I'll second.
Motion on the floor and a second for approval of minutes as written. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the ayes have it. Okay, the treasurer's report, Sue. You got a couple bills?
Yeah, I have, Hush Blackwell,
Yeah.
Cutting Edge Landscaping, and then Shoe and Sons for the,
Air conditioning.
air condition repair.
Damn, theirs was cheaper than mine. I had this the day afterwards, mine was 200. But he didn't, put any Freon or nothing in that. Norm, you wanna say that?
What's it?
No, you want me to? Or is nothing concerned?
Yeah, you can. Won't hurt.
Blackwell, that we have to do.
Yeah.
We don't know nothing about that, but
This
we
is
have
for
to do
the
that.
AC.
That's all I know.
Yeah, that's legal,
That was to clean the AC.
Okay.
And,
that's legal stuff we gotta do. And, well, that's of getting our taxes the same.
Yeah, that's the first part
Yeah.
of the tax books.
Yeah.
On Ryan's, I did see where he did spray some riprap and stuff there, some
Yeah.
dead stuff there.
Yeah.
So Herman had never got back with me. He just said, I'm too busy right now.
I mean,
So-
I seen
And
it. friends.
I don't think it would do any good to spray now. Everything's dying anyway.
Yeah,
We get a
it's dry.
frost. Maybe it'll die and we just burn it off. Norm?
Well, right after the last meeting, Ryan called me and wanted to know about the spray.
Okay,
And I already told him to go ahead and do it.
good. Then it's done.
Uh,
I just drove it to it.
Because, and I told him I want to check into something because these chemicals are just outrageous what we're getting charged for that. And so I suggested to him, why can't we look into spraying with a salt brine? Kill everything on the riprap. So we don't have to spray every year. We might have to do it several times until enough salt gets into that levee there on the riprap, And then he wouldn't have to do anything. So, he was gonna look into it,
Okay,
and, it made sense to me.
Yeah, it
I
does.
mean, that's what I do around my fence lines, is I just salt brine, I don't like chemicals. There's too much leaching into the water and everything else, so I do salt brine. So he was gonna look into that.
Okay. How do you,
It-
you dilute salt down in water? Or what
Yeah,
do you-
yeah, that's basically all it is.
dissolve it, get it
Yeah.
dissolved.
Heat the water, get salt dissolved, and you gotta, I always go, blow over half and half, and more on the salt side than the water.
Uh-huh.
And then, but I heat the water and dissolve the salt and go right to it.
Sounds good to me.
I like it a lot better. I don't,
Team up, we could do that ourselves. I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind
yeah.
doing it.
well, we got that sprayer, and it just requires 2 people down there to do it.
I tried it by myself.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it. It's
Yeah.
like breaking a leg
Yeah.
or trying to
Well,
run up and down that, gotta move a little
It's a
bit.
tangle. It's a tangle.
Yeah. keep-
Well, now, if we put a bigger
Need
pump on there,
hose.
if we put a bigger pump on there, you can spray out part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still
I got it.
can't get it all.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, you can if you drive across the top and drive down the bottom.
And then drive the
Down-
bottom and shoot both ways.
Yeah, shoot both ways, and I think we've pretty close, got everything pretty close to that, where we can do that now. Oh, I know up on, that's
The
where I
north
had,
end, Rick's got that old brush hog
yeah,
now, and it wouldn't take nothing to
sure,
drive around there.
yeah,
Maybe we'll look and do that ourselves
yeah,
again.
yeah,
After even though we killed
Yeah.
it, let's do it. And maybe it'll help.
Well,
That'd
do it
probably
next
cheap.
spring when we.
next spring, yeah.
Do it
Probably
next.
Uh,
cheap too, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, I mean, salt's far cheaper than chemicals.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm looking at that aspect, and, I just don't like chemicals.
Yeah.
I don't like that chemical runoff in the water.
I don't either. There's too much of that in the stream now.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on the
We're on treasury.
treasurer's report? We are.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Motion on the floor.
I'll second it.
Second. Approval of the treasurer's report. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, the ayes have it. And the superintendent's report?
I don't really have anything, nothing's been going on, I'm still, waiting for Bill to get back with me. I haven't been bothering him, because I know I don't like being bothered when I've got a project going, so I ain't been bothering him. I figured he'd call me as soon as the pump's done.
Well, I went out there this morning and called Oki and I didn't get no answer.
Yeah, I was out.
And I thought, well, I'm passing there, I'll just stop in and see.
Yeah.
And he wasn't there, and then she gave me his number, I called him, and they got it pumped together, they
Yeah.
tested it,
He's about ready.
and he's in budget, what he quoted.
Yeah,
And he said he got to put the big connecting wire,
Yeah.
the cables together, and the top end's got to go on, and then they got to clean it and paint it yet.
yeah,
So that's what they got to do. He said in probably the next week or two, they'll be done with it.
great,
Sounds great.
Man, they've been busy. So that's good.
well, I think in certain fields, if you're anybody in a certain field, you're gonna be busy.
Yeah, and that
I mean,
field,
there's such a shortage in the trades.
yeah.
So was that 13,000? That was last month bill, wasn't it? We didn't get it again, did we? On citizens electric.
No, that was last month.
That was last month.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't used anything.
No, the one that I just got was like 484.
Or it should be.
Yeah.
Lights.
For
Yeah.
the lights at night.
Right.
That was quick.
And air conditioner.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see go back to that.
You know,
I just looked
you have
down
one
and
of those
seen it.
days where nothing goes right. I went to get paint mixed up, and I gotta go back there after I leave here to get it.
We're not gonna hold you long.
Stopped to get a couple pizzas, 5. I go, well,
Yeah. So you just bringing pizza for us?
I had to take some to the house.
I see how
We've been hearing this thing right now.
Yeah, you can eat all the time.
Yeah, I had one of them days too. My other truck, my 1-ton, the guys just pulled up to the job site and the heater hose blew. So I had to come, and we're way out in the county working, so I had to come clear back to town to get the parts to fix that truck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
Always
understand.
Always.
Always something.
Okay, we're down on old business. So I really don't have none other than what we just talked about.
Yeah.
The,
Did the pump come in?
yeah, they got it together and it's tested.
Do you
And
have any quotes for our,
Yeah, I mean, all I got to do is call, but I need to know.
you need a little time
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
to give.
it'll be a while. It might
Yeah.
be a couple weeks for sure.
Who's that with?
CK,
Who?
CK Crane.
CK Current, where are they from? I don't know.
He's out of Union, but he would come out of Festus.
Oh, okay.
So
They
That's just
they got
an
truck
hourly
cranes?
rate?
it's 2350, was it?
I think that sounds right, 2350.
That's half of
That's
it.
half.
It was higher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we know what rigging we gotta have? And he needs to have two-part system too.
Well,
Yeah,
we're looking at,
he's gonna need a block.
And a ball.
And a ball.
we're looking at maximum 18,000 pounds. So,
Yeah, I know, we got that one cable.
yeah.
We used everything on Artisan's crane that day
Yeah.
to get that thing out of there.
Yeah, so yeah, he's gonna have a block on it and the ball. Yeah,
The ball.
And we have a cable to lift it.
So we got the headache ball and a block.
Yep,
Okay.
but we'll have to have
Yeah,
the rigging to
yeah,
go
pretty
for
good
the
size
pump for that.
cranes.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna put the cable back on there permanently.
That, we can pick it, no, we just need a 2-inch strap to hold the
Yeah.
cable.
Yeah, we'll
That's all
have
we
it.
need.
I've got
Shouldn't be
straps.
no big deal, sure.
Yeah.
They haven't got the cables on the pump yet, but they tested the pump and it's checked out good.
Okay.
So, and they'll be putting that on in the next week or so and clean it and paint it.
I like it.
Looks like a new one.
Don't you?
Now, I'm gonna be in Arkansas 18th through. I'll be back by that Monday, the following Monday.
It sounded like they'll be longer than that anyway.
So
Yeah,
I'll
18th
I'll be
next
back by the 23rd.
Yeah.
I'm leaving out on the 17th.
I doubt if it'll be before then.
Yeah. So 23rd, my mom's getting knee surgery, so I gotta do that. She, well, talked her into it, like she just can't get around real well. And they last about 95 years old, so she's 84, she's your age. And, it's like, you know, you gotta get something done with this.
Yeah.
So Burbank was gonna do it.
Works out good. Okay, we have caught up, nothing on the
Yeah.
superintendent, the old business, we were on old business and maybe that's that.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else.
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, new business. I don't
The only
have,
thing, we were talking about the brush, that crops out,
Not
Starting to
quite,
be.
Not
not
quite,
quite.
not quite.
Okay, so are we gonna finish clearing that brush on the old, Valley
That's,
Springs after the crops are out, or?
it kind of depends on when, the excavator can be available.
Okay, all right.
Once they get the crops out, there'll be no cover crop on that.
Well, that was the only thing I wasn't clear about with
Yeah.
that discussion. was,
I had talked
are
about,
we
it,
gonna-
about getting this hole again, and
Yeah.
then Phil talked about, him and his dad got one too.
Yeah,
And they'd like to do some of theirs.
yeah.
And they thought, well, maybe between the two, we, get one.
Because I'd like to get up to the old levee.
Yeah.
And then see if
That's-
I can find a grant to clear the rest of that up to 61.
Well, we have to work on that grant.
That,
Yeah.
yeah, that's gonna be some
That's
tough stuff to
There's
burn.
some
Yeah,
trees in there that.
Oh, I know. I've walked up
And
through
you
the,
can't take my pecan tree.
oh, really?
Tell you what, if you need
It's far enough
to
away.
up to the house,
No, I got
and then
plenty
all
of
you
them.
want.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
was.
I know plenty of places to get pecans.
No, I don't care. It ain't ours. We sold
Yeah,
it.
there's gonna be a bunch this year the way that,
Yeah. But yeah, that was the only thing I wasn't clear about was after the crops are out, are we going to proceed?
Yeah, we need to work on a
Getting that.
grant there. That's gonna be a
Oh, that's gonna be a
pretty
project.
good chunk of money, cause that thing.
I wonder if
I see, I've already got the information from the old grant that I put in for. So I still got all the information, what it's gonna take.
Square footage and.
Yeah,
Whatever.
okay, if we're working on a grant, would it be wise we work on the discharge from there out, from the discharge to the river?
Maybe
together?
some more.
yeah, I mean, we could try and get that too. I just gotta find find what grants are available right now.
That, there's more mud in that discharge than you think.
Oh,
Because
no,
it's
yeah.
just a channel through the middle.
All we got
and the
is what
top
we
is
did
filled up
last
with
year.
them weeds, and that just filled in with dirt, so we
Yeah.
got heavy shoulders and then a channel.
Well, I tell you what would keep that pretty much cleaned out on its own all the time is if somebody would buy the old marina down there and put an actual port in there. That would keep that cleaned out.
Well, yeah.
To an extent, it would, yes. Yeah,
No, sure as hell.
yeah, the
I'd
marina,
like it.
hey, the
I'd
marina
like
itself
it. Yeah,
fills in.
We used
The
to-
marina
yeah.
itself fills in.
There's-
But they'd have to
Yeah.
keep it clean
There's
out.
places,
Yeah.
30 foot of dirt in there.
There's
maybe more.
27 at the, where the slopes came down, and it was 50 feet wide, and it was down about 2 feet below zero. There, and the crop ground
yeah,
is 27 and a half feet above. It's level with the,
yeah.
within a foot of the top.
See, I thought for sure after, during the 19 flood and where they had to start loading out of there, I thought for sure
They do something with that.
somebody would buy that and build a port there. Because New Bourbon gets shut down every major flood.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, if they got crossed.
And then the water drops out and they ain't got any water, so
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
shut down again.
yeah. Whereas there, they would always have water to load out.
I don't know if it's ours to worry about, but at the mouth of that marina, there is a vertical wall, 35 foot tall,
Well,
straight up. I mean,
It's not,
ain't feeding to the
Oh,
side.
it's eating.
it is and isn't our, it's not our property.
Yeah.
We're only responsible up to that split.
Yeah,
That's ours to maintain for
Right.
sure. And the rest of it's marina.
Well, it's
So,
eating.
but we have to take care of it or
to get our
do
water.
something to get our water out.
The discharge is turned
It's
downstream
turned this way
about
to the side.
150 feet.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And it's a vertical wall, like
Vertical wall.
Yeah.
Oka said, it's straight down where the road, one tire of that road, if you opened the door and stepped out, you'd fall
yeah,
straight down.
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, that- yeah, that-
Showed that
But,
brush.
but anyway, let's see while we're doing it, if we can get both
Yeah.
cleaned out.
Sure.
Maybe get a grant.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, if we're gonna apply for a grant, apply for both
yeah.
places.
Well,
Not for a big one.
I'll see if I can find any grants available.
Yeah.
And I've already got the information from the old previous one that I thought we were gonna
Yeah.
get. That I applied for cutting all that brush up to 61. Oh. All I gotta do is modify it to take all the other stuff off, and then I'll just add the discharge on
You have to get permission from the immediate landowner
there. I'm
first.
supposed to
Yeah, okay.
to have access.
That'll be the Marina group then.
Yeah,
Well, no, not up there.
Oh.
From Belfeld's, from the road there.
Oh, yeah, for there,
From Rodney's down.
Yeah.
To the new levee, to clear all that with a grant.
yeah,
I mean, that's 4 or 5
Yeah.
different, of
yeah.
course, fills
Yeah.
on that. It's their
Yeah.
property, some of it.
yeah. Yeah, we'll have to contact the landowner.
We sold ours, so that,
Yeah.
it would have been real easy, just been us two.
Yeah, we'll have to contact the landowner to be able to clear from the rest of that.
Yeah.
But, who's the landowners up to the old levee?
Well, Barn Farms, but I don't know who all that.
Did,
Sieberts owns some of it and Carl Neal, I guess.
Lenders own a piece there.
Yep, Lenders.
And on
owns
the other side, Lloyd is on a
But we're all
piece,
done with
19
theirs.
acres, I think is what Lloyd is
Lenders
for.
is all clean already.
Huh?
That's all clean.
That's all clean,
Yeah, I
okay.
got all that cleaned up.
Then on the other side is, Lloyd has got a few,
Lloyd is,
Because we really need to get an agreement from the property owners all along that branch for me to be able to patrol that full length when we're under major flood.
well, we have a right-of-way easement.
Okay.
I was gonna
All right.
say, they can't deny you access.
Yeah, but we gotta work with them at the
Yeah,
cross.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Because
All
it
right.
shouldn't be farming right up to the, anyway, they just need to be able to take it side by side down along the branch there.
Right.
There'd be a ton of material in there from that old levee. Needed it.
All right, I don't have anything else
I don't know.
today, and we have no public participation,
Yep.
so entertain a motion,
Make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
and I'll vote for it too. All yeah, all in favor of the motion?
Ronnie's got me and wanting pizza.
Oh, Ronnie said,
Yeah,
I don't-
stop by. Let's get stop by. I got
I'm picking.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't have nothing for you, Sue. I didn't have no tickets.
Okay.
Motion on the floor and second, all in favor, adjournment, signify by saying aye.
Aye.